Shalom to you, like giving all praise and honor glory to Yahweh Shemel Shai, Bahashim Kodash, and give double honor to the other apostles and other bishops of Great Millstone who well, peace and salutation to elect, Shemel Malphins Mabba from the Great Millstone Plaintables Camp of Philadelphia. With another wee lesson. Hey, this is just a lesson in conjunction to another lesson I just did. And we had a lesson I did about Department of Homeland Security basically considering creating a reality TV show to compete for citizenship. I'll play it again.
Right now, Kristi Noem, the Department of Homeland Security Secretary, is considering a proposal from a Duck Dynasty producer for a reality TV show where immigrants get to compete in challenges to fast track their immigration status. I'm not kidding. I'm really not. According to the Daily Beast, the Homeland Security Secretary has been working with the writer and producer to pitch a reality TV show titled The American, where immigrants will compete in a string of challenges across the country for the honor of fast-tracking their way to U.S. citizenship. It's part of a 35-page program pitch. And Homeland Security Assistant Secretary Tricia McLaughlin told the Daily Beast that the show's concept is under consideration, though she denied that Noem had reviewed the pitch in question, saying the concept is in the very beginning stages of the vetting process.
Yeah, so we see the mindset of Edom. Now you have it here in this article. Trump offers $1,000 incentive to migrants who leave the country voluntarily. All right, the Trump administration announced it is offering $1,000 incentive to migrants who self-deport using the CPB Home app that was once used to seek asylum. Okay. Different people, individuals come in this country, families come in this country, use asylum status, granting them different, social programs and assistance, to stay in the country, right? Because of their country got something, going on that, they're fleeing from. But it says the Homeland Security pitched the monetary incentive as a more cost-effective for the government and dignified way to leave the country, which they pretty much they're saying, hey, you're letting us know, and we're gonna pay you to leave, basically. Okay, because you could just leave on your own. You get caught up, and then you just voluntarily depart, but you do that and they're not giving you no money. This is like giving some money with that, as it's proposed. It says the department has been working to ramp up and speed the number of arrests, detentions, and removal of migrants without legal status over the last few months. A costly, resource-intensive endeavor. And this is like going with your taxpayer dollars and such. Okay. So, you're wondering why, the federal government is currently in what? The U.S. debt clock in real time is currently U.S. national debt at $36 trillion, man, and counting, man. You got, man, this is just terrible. Terrible. Meanwhile, they're trying to, offer $1,000. Come on, man. I guess if they offer you $1,000, that's less than detaining you and holding you in a facility and the amount of money it takes to feed and keep you there, locked up in shackles, right? Because it's mainly Israelites that are in these different holdings, okay? As the scriptures say, in the book of Isaiah, I think it is. Book of Isaiah, chapter 42 and 22. It says here, but this is a people robbed and spoiled. they are all of them snared in holes, okay? And we are people robbed and spoiled. Like, you have it where many people are even getting caught up, even having American citizenship and being profiled and being sent overseas, okay? And what does that come with? To get back into this country, and even to get into this country mainly is a lot of fees and such. All right, that's a way of you being robbed and spoiled, okay, by the United States government. Okay, you got robbed as bazaz in the Hebrew, which goes into to be taken as spoiled and to be preyed upon. Aren't we preyed upon? Okay, you're preyed upon. They seeing you being in America, with a legal alien status. Hey, as you being, as it says, you're a animal, all right, or aka migrant. Okay, you're a savage. Who has you to be claimed to be here, despite the fact that these people came over here, all right, searching for gold and all types of riches, and they stole it from the inhabitants, the Native Americans, which are part of the 12 tribes of Israel, the Seminole Indians, and stolen various lands, okay, across the United States, okay, and abroad, right? But it says spoiled. Spoiled is, again, to plunder. It's shasah in the Hebrew. All right, they're destroyers. Okay, so you have it here, Homeland Security. It says that the department estimates the average cost of arresting, detaining, and removing someone without legal status amounts to around $17,121. So that's a significant amount of money. If you could just go on an app and then just say, "Hey, I want to go home." Immigration enforcement officials have noted that detention capacity is maxed out, and the administration is seeking to streamline removals. Okay, so these different holdings that they have, they don't have room, as it's saying, so they just want to get rid of you. So, of course, America would make and strike different deals through the executive office of Donald Trump, right? To get you out of the country in different ways, and also declare different criminals as or different people as criminals, and also being TS, all right, terror, to the ISIS, all right. So he's designating gangs as foreign T or organization, or FTOs. Okay, President Trump signed an executive order on his first day back in office directing the designation of certain international cartels and transnational criminal organizations as FTOs, or specifically designated global T's. All right, you got different groups: Trenze Agua, MS-13, Sinaloa Cartel. You got different Haitian gangs, Viv and Sim and Grand Griff. You got also the Alien Enemies Act, which President Trump invoked. All right, that act of 1798 to detain and deport non-citizens deemed to a threat to national security. So they also got it. They sending people to these different countries. All right. Trump, you have it. They say Trump got deals to deport different Venezuelans to El Salvador. You know, in different offshore facilities, man. You know, so this ain't, like I say, you'll see a lot of draconian things being done in these times, man. So this is the book of Revelation, chapter 12. All right, in 12, and it says here, it says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and them that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and the sea, for the devil, that accuser." Okay, you guys are lawfully in this country. Okay, you must go. That's an accuser. All right, or devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have short time. So, of course, he will want to fast track things and give offers, for you to get out of the country. All right, through this app. All right, so it says here, immigration and enforcement officials have noted that detention capacity is maxed out. The administration is seeking to streamline removals. Trump's border czar, which is Tom Homan, told Fox News on Monday that more than 7,000 people have used the app since it's rebranded from facilitating asylum requests to promoting removals. Okay? And then officials have canceled asylum appointments on the app within hours of Trump's inauguration in January. The administration then launched a new effort last month that will urge migrants to leave immediately using the app. Okay? It says that there are something about 11 million people without legal status in the country. That's what's estimated from 2022. All right, so they look at you as a threat. Whether you small or large or whatever you might be. Should I stay or should I go? Immigrants across U.S. consider self-deportation. And you have it, like a lot of people in these last days are going to go back home, all right, and say forget it, all right. This is Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 14. It says, "And it shall be as a chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee everyone into his own land." All right, and seeing how America is going, of course somebody would want to flee from Babylon, America. Okay, we're saying about those that's outside of the knowledge, because we being in the knowledge, we flee spiritually, by not no longer following Esau Edom. Okay, his different doctrines that have us and believing in his religion, his democracy and lies and covetousness and various philosophies. We believe in Yahweh Shem Shai for our salvation and our deliverance, because a lot of people trust in the system. A lot of people, Israelites came over here, and believed in having, the different liberties and such, and that this man is ought to be respected, for giving them a chance in America. But this man is just an accuser, and he really don't want you. You come to this country and then you live next to an Edomite that don't like you, and he uses all types of different bureaucratic departments to harass you, so that you do go home. You have different migrants over here, or different other tribes come over here. They, trying to continue their traditions they did in their own countries. But then now, since Esau, he only want, what is his. He don't want your footing being here. Okay, you can't plant food or corn in your front yard or backyard. You can't hang out your clothes on a line. You cannot. We don't want to see the amount of kids that you have living in the house, and a certain amount of space, you know. So all of these different things is going, these pursuits and such are gonna have people, no longer wanting to be here. All right, the nations want to go back to where they came from, man. So flee, you got the was in Hebrew, which go back to drive or to take flight or disappear. Yeah, I'm going hack, man. So hey, we see it, man. These are just different ways that it can pop off and happen, man. So just put my 2 cents in on this. Shalom to you, like all praise and honor, glory to Yahweh, Shema Shai, B'Shem Kokodash.